on hand, and we're going to go Burning Inquiry from Sigrist. He has at least one hollow one here, hoping to not discard them all.
Yeah, you want to draw more, and you want to discard none of them.
All right. Let's spin the wheel and see how many 4/4s he gets on the first turn. All right, Luke, how well can you find the hollow ones? That's a faithful sitting. There's a hollow one. There's a hollow one.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay, Zach.
Okay, he has a third one? There's just a third one in his hand?
So Zach Keeney picked the discards instead of Luke. Just an MVP in his teammates' game here. He randomly selected hollow ones to discard.
Yeah, what
and
a
Mike
master.
Sigrist has a third one and a fourth one.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
He's still... What is... Haha, joke's on you. He's my Sigrist now be like, I expected to discard 2. I had 4.
Yeah, I had it. That is so unreal.
Oh my goodness, he had all 4. We could have had a turn 1 4 quad hollow one game. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Modern, where the decisions don't mean anything and anything could happen.
And Ethan Gajewski takes game 2 over in Legacy as well. So this is going to be the decider as turn 2 Luke fires off a Rest in Peace.
So now Sigrist is trying to do things like honestly cast Flamewake Phoenix for 3 mana. Basically the ideal turn here. He can't draw any more hollow ones. We know that much.
Right. Well, he'll cast Burning Inquiry. This card a lot less impressive when a Rest in Peace is in play. And when your deck is out of hollow ones.
Yeah, kind of the bigger hope is that Feeney discards all of his good cards.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you even hit anymore? You have no graveyard, you have no hollow ones.
His hand also just might be do-nothings, you know.
More
More inquiries. Faithless Looting is pretty whatever now.
He'll discard 2 lands and a Collective Brutality, or a Gurmag Angler.
Hits Path to Exile and Jace from Feeney's hands. Those are pretty nice ones to get out.
There's a Path? That is an excellent hit.
Oh, yeah. Burning Inquiry playing the Thoughtseize role here.
Yeah, both of those are really good. Hollow One attacks in for 4, Luke to 14.
Speaking of Thoughtseize, I believe that's going to be Sigrist's follow-up post-combat here.
This is going to be hard for Luke to beat.
Yeah, we'll see what's left over in the hand.
I don't know how much removal Luke has in his hand for Hollow One. Jace and Path to Exile were both cards that did that.
Right. The deck has a decent amount of this sort of effect. You know, there's still Detention Spheres.
There's one. Detention Sphere's taken. Leaves Luke with Opt, Think Twice.
Ooh. And this hand really wants to find not just land, but second blue source.
Rather Think Once, more like.
Yeah, quite a bit worse under a Rest in Peace. And Feeney now looking for a combination of lands and spells.
Any Miracles Terminus.
Never mind.
Draw here for Luke. At this point, he's just trying to really hit land drops. And I think they're counting the basic lands in the graveyard. So on second Mountain.
Yeah, must have drawn a land, seeing if he wants to activate Field of Ruin before casting Opt.
Right. So what is our basics count? On Sigrist, he has 3 mountains and 1 swamp. So there's still 1 of each basic left in his deck.
So the third land there was Field of Ruin. I'm kind of curious about the checking because I think his hand is actually kind of forced on activating the first one.
Yeah, just to get another island.
His hand is all blue cards. He can't 2-spell despite having the requisite mana.
Here is Flamewake Phoenix. Sigrist has a threat. It will attack in for 2. Luke is down to 12.
Yeah, that's kind of the best possible thing Sigrist is doing anymore.
Yeah. Field of Ruin will take care of a dual land. With Rest in Peace in play, I don't feel like you have to hold Celestial Purge for anything like Gurmag Angler. Phoenix is among your best hits.
Yeah, Gurmag Angler is tough to cast for 7 mana.
Yeah.
Don't believe Sigrist has that many mana-producing lands left in his deck.
Sigrist will escalate Collective Brutality, Duress, and Drain, and there's Path to Exile was the pickup. So in response, Luke will Path the Flamewake Phoenix. Don't believe Sigrist has anything he can get, but he'll shuffle.
He would much prefer being able to find a second swamp here, but there is a cost to putting that in your deck. I mean, the swamp is generally not very good, but under Rest in Peace, he needs to be able to cast Bloodghast.
Luke is also opting with that brutality on the stack right now. Scries to the bottom and draws. And now his top cards? Well, Think Types will be taken, and he's left with the Colonnade.
The Colonnade's a fine. One more land, he can start attacking with that.
Sure.
Sigrist is up to nothing. That was the last cards available to him.
Yeah, Colonnade's a pretty strong get here. Flamewake Phoenix from Sigrist, it'll attack Luke to 8. Now, on Luke's side, you almost just want to say go.
Right, with light totals where they are, probably just want to try to block this Phoenix.
Yeah, says go. You see he had Terminus in hand?
Yeah, not worth.
Nope, I'll block. And that'll work. But Sigrist has a Collective Brutality in hand. I think he can -2 down the Colonnade.
Maybe get in for 2 more points.
Yeah, I mean, Luke has a second Colonnade, so it doesn't feel great. He'll just -2, no Escalate. He has Burning Inquiry as his last card. Here's Burning Inquiry. Sigrist has 1 card in hand. It's actually going to be a Cryptic Command from Luke.
Going to fetch in response, I assume, because he wants to counter and draw.
Well, there's an interesting one. He could also, I suppose, if he wanted to, he could try to bounce draw. Be too fancy. Probably just counter draw being better. And another Colonnade for Luke. See when he decides to go on the offensive with these. Sigrist down to 11.
Yeah, cycles Street right there, which means he's in 3 Colonnade hit territories.
And there we go. That's the 5th hollow one of the game. That one was put on the bottom of the deck with Terminus, shuffled back in, and now Mike Sigrist has found it.
He's not in a great position to attack if Feeney just leaves back Colonnade. That exchange doesn't really matter for either player. It's bad for Sigrist. Doesn't really matter for Feeney.
He'll Terminus that hollow one again. So now Sigrist with a shuffle could draw that card for the 3rd time. Flameblade Adept from Sigrist.
That's quite a bit better than hollow one.
Yeah.
Feeney is going to have difficulty firing up 2 Colonnades to block. And I believe he's drawn his 2nd copy of Rest in Peace. That's a blank.
Well, here's an attack with Colonnade. Sigrist is down to 7. But with enough Burning Inquiry or draws here, Sigrist could make lethal. He'll go for Faithless Looting.
Okay. And that gives him some control over having an additional discard spell.
Right. These discards still trigger, so the Adept is looking to be a 3/2 right now.
Ooh.
And Goblin Lore, is that lethal?
It's only lethal. It's 3 additional cards, so it makes it 6. But it's lethal next turn, right?
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll be a 6/2.
I make that mistake a lot, too, because you draw 4.
Right.
We only discard 3.
Yeah, that Terminus may have been fired off prematurely.
And this will force Feeney to draw something.
Yeah, he's down to 1 on the attack.
Yeah, Feeney has it in 2 with Colonnades, but Sigrist has it in 1 with Flameblade Adept.
And he
All
draws
right.
Wrath of God. Feeney's still in it.
Sigrist can draw a Flamewake Phoenix on this turn, and if Feeney attacks, he has a redraw on it on the following turn.
And can we get it? Sigrist with a draw?
Be happy with a Flameblade Adept on this turn.
Absolutely. All right, and there it is.
So we're back to where we were a turn ago. Feeney has to answer this.
Again, he needs a top deck.
Yep.
Feeney again needs a top deck removal spell.
Didn't get a good look.
No, timely reinforcements would be his best draw. Here's a swing with Colonnade. Sigrist. And he draws Flamewake Phoenix. Here's a swing.
2 things, that's got to be too much. Feeney does not have Cryptic Command mana.
And that's going to do it. He drew Feeney drew Condemn.
Oh, wow. Sigrist needed the Phoenix, and he got it.